let's talk, Megan, about WACIF and WACIF's role in sustainability and the environment. And it's late, but happy belated Earth Day.
Yes. Happy Earth Day, Earth Month. We've been celebrating all month.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And next time I'll bring a flashy video. Those were all very impressive.
That's okay. We want great words, so that's good. A
Mhm.
great message. Yes. So tell us about WACIF and its role in the environment and sustainability.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if for those who don't know, WACIF, or the Washington Area Community Investment Fund, we've been around for 40 years. We are a community development financial institution, so we provide capital and small business technical assistance to the DMV, specifically focused on low to moderate income small business owners, and we have a particular focus within the district on Ward 7 and 8. We also own and operate the Anacostia Arts Center. So we do a few things. A couple years ago, we saw the opportunity within sustainability. We saw that there was obviously a different political environment, as you've been speaking to, but there are so many. This is sort of the direction that folks are in corporate, local municipalities, et cetera, are moving in. It just makes kind of business sense. But we know, so there's sort of a wealth building opportunity within sustainability. But we also know that the small businesses that we engage with don't have kind of the knowledge, the resources, the capital to participate, to benefit from this. And that's often the case in any economic transition, right? So we wanted to design a program that kind of met those needs, that provided those basic sort of fundamentals. What is sustainability? How does it apply to my business? Helping them even understand they're already doing sustainability often, and can benefit from that. And then pivoting into green economy spaces where it makes sense, and then helping them be connected to business opportunities, to procurement.
Megan, before we
And
get
then providing the capital as well.
give me some examples because I'm not sure, when you say businesses that, maybe can't afford it, but some businesses already are. What are they doing? What's happening? What are some of those instances or examples of what you all are seeing?
Yeah. Some examples are, we've been working with a few small businesses who are in the sort of the beauty space, right? A lot of them are actually using sustainable products, sustainable sourcing. But if they just get some of the basic certifications, then they can market themselves in that way, and they can access some of the sort of contracts that where a particular vendor is looking um, for a sustainable product, for example, and looking for it to be certified in a certain way. It's a pretty low cost way in which to access new opportunities, new business growth opportunities.
But you see, I'm still not clear, and I only say that. So since you brought up, beauty products, right? I read something the other day about trying to purchase or using products that don't have sulfites and other
Mm-hmm.
chemicals in them that people don't know are really harming, you know, their hair. So I'm really trying to dig deep. Is that sort of what you're talking about? What people use, the processes that they use in beauty salons, that may not only hurt the customer, but the environment.
Exactly
Is
that.
that
It's
the
the sourcing of the products that you use, where you get them, what they're made of, what packaging you use. So yeah, from a beauty product point of view, making sure that there's also a consideration around social sustainability. So what impact is that when you're extracting a shea butter, for example? What is the social impact there, as well as the environmental impact? What does the transportation look like? How are you identifying products that are more local to where you're located, so there's less of the emissions associated with that? So there are little things that folks can do around, again, sourcing, materiality, all of these pieces that lead to a more sustainable product, and then they can be certified through their various certifications, that then can be labeled in that way, and then you can access new markets like a natural food store. And also, that a lot of folks now are just looking for those better products, to your point, because they know that there's an impact on their hair or they want to have a lower carbon footprint, so they're seeking out those products.
And are they, because after if a business wants to go through this process, these engage in one of these initiatives that WACIF has, um, does it make their business more affordable or more
So
or more costly? What's the end result here?
of course we are all about revenue generation, right? With using this as a wealth building tool.
Okay.
So we actually do one-on-one kind of deep dives into your business as part of this program. We'll call it a pulse report. And so we engage experts who kind of know more than I do about all of this and can deep dive into an individual business model and financials, sourcing, all of the pieces, and identifying gaps and opportunities around sustainability and, to your point, the return on investment around that particular change. So we're absolutely looking at it from that lens. We are about, fundamentally, WACF, we're about economic growth. And so that's really how we're approaching the sustainability work that we do. A lot of times we are looking at it in two lenses: those who are in the green economy space and helping them access a new contracting opportunity, et cetera. So EV charging, or somebody who's in the construction space and doing more retrofitting, or those who are more implementing more sustainable business practices. So that would be, are you identifying, recycled materials to use? Or do you want to lower your energy costs, to the conversation before, and can we help you with some energy efficiency and more energy efficient equipment within your restaurant or grocer, etc.?
What has been the interest? I mean, people actually participating? I'm sure they have questions before they get involved, but what's the participation like?
We've actually seen a lot of interest. We did a survey before standing up the program, and we received 230 responses,
Wow.
and folks were very interested. They wanted to learn more, and about a third of them said, "I'm already doing something that around sustainability within my business." And so that was really encouraging, of course. And yeah, we have served over 100 entrepreneurs through this program through our technical assistance. So again, that's the one-on-one. We have entrepreneurs in residence, actually, so three different experts who provide mentorship. So you can sign up on our website free of charge. You can talk to them, just sort of explore opportunities within your business model. And then we have the more intensive pulse reports, as I mentioned. We have group trainings as well. So all things like sustainability 101, 201. We have sustainability marketing, because we heard a lot of folks say, how do I market myself with sort of this lens. We have measurement and metrics, so those who are a little more advanced, like how do I measure this to prove, because a lot of the contractors, require you to prove some components around sustainability. And then we have deployed over $1 million through our capital fund that we stood up for this purpose.
Wow.
So it's called the Green Growth Fund, and that has a very low barrier to entry, low interest capital product with a 15% grant attached to it. It can be used for repayment or available at the end of loan repayment. So it's a really unique product, and the folks who are kind of received that capital product are squarely within the green economy space. So again, an EV charging, two construction companies, a grocer, a restaurant, so those kind of businesses. And we kind of really have an expansive definition of sustainability. So as long as you prove your use case for it, we are, sort of willing to um, move forward with the product.
Well, I mean, that's a huge investment. And I don't know where your funding comes from, but I would ask, I mean, because that's the concern with that I was talking to Cecile about. I mean, just, these dollars that have been available because you had an administration that was more proactive when it came to, the environment and sustainability. Now things are being reversed. Are you all concerned about, any kind of funding that you're getting to support the programs that benefit district businesses and residents?
it's certainly not what we thought it was going to be.
Right, right.
If we're honest, we were really fortunate in that actually the Greater Washington Community Foundation gave us a contribution to stand up this work. If again, being very honest, it was prior to the the Trump administration, and there was the assumption around the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund and major investment coming down. But I think because we've seen so much interest, we have it's sort of opened up our client base, and expanded the way we do think about capital products. This is the first time we've ever offered a grant component to our capital products. We hope this program is here to stay. We would love to expand it. Right now, it's specifically DC. We'd love to expand it to the DMV, to our geographic footprint. But yeah, it's certainly something we need to look at. What we've learned, we've been have had the benefit of testing, understanding, iterating. Um, we've changed the programming based on what we've heard from folks. And so we've had that privilege. So I think we could definitely do it at a sort of more in a cost effective way long term in terms of getting capital to deploy. We are lucky that we are CDFI. So we do have access to some low cost capital. And so we kind of can design funds in this way. Of course, will need to continue to have some philanthropic dollars to do this work long term.
Yeah, CDFI. Let's tell folks what that is.
So we are a community development financial institution. We are actually designated by the Department of Treasury. The CDFI fund is under the Department of Treasury, and it was established in 1996, I believe. But essentially, we are a unregulated community development bank. So we are really provide capital to those who are not yet able to access capital through traditional financial institutions. So we have a different way in which we underwrite, a different way in which we review folks, credit scores, et cetera. We actually have no minimum credit score. We look at your story around cash flow, your story around your business. We do, from a capital point of view, have a 1 year in business, $50,000 in revenue to access our capital products. However, there is some flexibility with some of our, with this particular product, I should say. And then for our technical assistance, so we couple all our capital with technical assistance. That is no requirement, no minimum sort of business time or anything or revenue. So you can access our one-on-one TA, our group trainings. We have events, we have conferences, we have networking, and that's all free of charge. So WACIF does all things small business, but yeah, as a CDFI, in particular, we are able to provide capital in a different way than a traditional financial institution would.
Uh, why, since you mentioned it, you got anything coming up? Anything happening anytime soon?
We will certainly have, WACIF Wise will have some things for Small Business Week. We just on Wednesday, we're part of DC Climate Week at Sycamore and Oak. We hosted the Earth Day event, so that was wonderful. And then from Sustainable DC, we will be doing a networking event in June. So please look out for that. I don't think the date has been confirmed yet. But yeah, we will be doing plenty of trainings as well. So please do uh, sign up for our newsletter, go to our website. You can find out more information about Sustainable DC on our website. And we just on Earth Day launched a resource guide. So that has video recordings, toolkits, other materials that we hope will be helpful as you're thinking about sustainability and your business.
Fantastic. I mean, I like the fact, one, that there is that you all diversify. You're a diverse company, which is sort of an example of what the rest of us need to be thinking about. Because when one door closes, there are a couple of other doors you can go through to still continue the programs that you have. So that's amazing. I want to thank you, Megan, for being with us and sharing what WAKEF is doing, your sustainability program. I hope people will reach out because it sounds like there's lots of opportunities there for small
Mm-hmm.
businesses. And so, in closing, is there anything you want to add that we haven't talked about?
No, just do reach out, please. We would love to have you participate. You really don't need to be just if you're just thinking about your sustainability journey. There is something for you within the program.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much for being with us, and we'll
Thank you.
hope to see you soon.
Okay, see you
All
soon.
righty. Take care.
Where do you come to get all your